Welcome to my overview of the DJI RS2 Gimbal Pro Combo Kit. I'm going to go over the gimbal from top to bottom and point out key features, and also give my input on them. Let's get started. I'm using this gimbal with my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K and a Canon 24-70mm zoom lens. At the bottom of my setup, I have the extended grip tripod with its legs spread apart. It supports the gimbal with a camera and accessories quite well. The extended grip tripod screws into the grip, which contains the battery that lasts around 12 hours per charge. It has a useful battery life indicator button on it with lights. Connected to the grip is the collapsible gimbal. Because it collapses, it fits well inside of the included DJI case and is great for traveling. At the bottom front of the gimbal, we see the focus zoom dial, which I'm using to control the zoom motor, which we'll talk more about later. We also see the trigger. Double tapping it will recenter the gimbal. On the side, we see the power button and a M4 connection. There are two M4 connections on the gimbal. I'm using the other one on the other side to hold the phone holder. My iPhone is being held by the phone holder. We'll talk more about it later. On that side, we also see a lock. This lock securely holds the battery grip to the gimbal. On the back of the base of the gimbal, we see a very nice touchscreen that allows you to easily change menu settings with the touch of your finger. We also see a joystick for panning and tilting the gimbal. Then there's the record button and the M button. Pressing and holding the M button puts you in sports mode to capture fast-moving subjects. Tap the M button once to select a user profile. The gimbal has 3 motors, each featuring a handy lock to keep your gimbal from flopping around. The gimbal is made out of carbon fiber, which means it's light but strong. I find the gimbal's locks and movable pieces easy to manipulate to find just the right position to achieve camera balance. There are a lot of helpful markings as well. The camera can be easily released from the gimbal by unlocking the lock, pushing in the little safety pin button, and sliding it away from the gimbal. Putting it back on is just as easy. There's also a knob on the plate that you can turn to precisely move the camera forward or backward to achieve camera balance. Next, let's talk about the focus motor. It's attached to the gimbal by a rod connected to the plate. The motor has teeth that connect to the teeth on a cinema lens. If you don't have a lens with teeth, DJI includes this helpful focus gear strip which fits snugly around your focus ring. It's adjustable. Watch the focus zoom dial control the focus on the lens. That's super helpful when you are walking around with the gimbal and need to focus. The Pro Kit also comes with the Raven Eye image transmitter. I mounted mine below the camera. It has 2 adjustable antennae to extend its range. Basically, you plug your HDMI out of your camera into the HDMI in of the Raven Eye, and through Wi-Fi, it sends your phone a nearly real-time image of what your camera can see. The DJI Ronin app makes this possible, and it's free for smartphones. Besides using your phone as a helpful rotating monitor using the phone holder, you can also use it to track objects by drawing a shape on your phone's screen, around a face for example. Now the RS2 will try to keep that object in frame by panning and tilting while you move the gimbal. It works pretty well. You can even remove your smartphone from the phone holder, make the proper selection in the app, and move your phone around, and your gimbal follows your exact movement. Very helpful with a complex shot that requires a second operator. Next to the side motor are 3 connections. The top one connects to your camera and controls it. That's how you can trigger recording, for example. The middle one I use to power the focus motor, which I like. The bottom one I use to power the Raven Eye image transmitter. It's nice that the gimbal can power these devices. Well, those are the highlights of this gimbal. So far, I'm really loving it. I also wanted to mention that the gimbal comes with a briefcase handle, which allows you to hold the gimbal like a briefcase for low shots. I did not show it attached, but I wanted you to see it. It's very useful. I also bought a Samsung charger to charge the gimbal. The RS2 does not come with one. I'll leave a link in the description below this video if you want to check it out. That concludes this video. Test shots are coming soon, so please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.